Hi there, I'm Alicia Malone and welcome back to TCM's 31 Days of Oscar for 2026. This year we've organised our programming into themes, and today's theme is Oscar Goes Bad, which features a selection of Oscar-nominated and winning crime films. Up first is a classic film noir directed by Billy Wilder that was nominated for 7 Academy Awards. From 1944, it's Double Indemnity. The screenplay by Raymond Chandler and Billy Wilder was nominated, adapted from the novel by James M. Cain. One of Wilder's regular screenwriters, Charles Brackett, had actually refused to work on it, reading Cain's book and calling it disgusting. The story follows an insurance salesman named Walter Neff, who falls for a dangerous dame named Phyllis Dietrichson, and soon she convinces Neff to help murder her husband for his insurance money. For the role of Phyllis, Wilder chose to cast Barbara Stanwyck. The two had previously worked together on the Howard Hawks comedy Ball of Fire, which Wilder had written, and she was his first choice here. By this point, Stanwyck had starred in over 40 films, but this one had scared her. As she later explained, this was an unsympathetic character, and after years of portraying heroines on screen, she was nervous about playing such a cold-blooded woman. Stanwyck confided her fears to Wilder, who looked at her and asked, "Well, are you a mouse or an actress?" She answered that she hoped she was an actress, and he simply said, "Then do the part." Stanwyck threw herself into the role, worked hard, and was nominated for her 3rd Best Actress Oscar. Casting Walter Neff was also challenging, as he was another unsympathetic character. Wilder approached George Raft and told him the story, but Raft asked, "Where's the lapel?" referring to the moment when Neff would turn over his lapel to reveal himself as a policeman or a detective, thus becoming the hero of the story. Then Wilder had the brilliant idea of casting Fred MacMurray. He initially resisted, saying he was just, quote, a saxophone player who did little comedies with Carole Lombard, but Wilder pushed him to say yes, knowing he was capable of the performance we're about to see. Also with Edward G. Robinson from 1944, Double Indemnity. Billy Wilder originally shot a different ending for Double Indemnity than the one we just saw, and he called that ending and the opening of Sunset Boulevard, quote, 2 of the best scenes I've ever shot in my life. That ending featured Fred MacMurray's Walter Neff being executed in a gas chamber, which made the censors and Paramount Pictures too nervous, with Joseph Breen's production code office describing the scene as unduly gruesome. The final cut received 7 Academy Award nominations, including nods for Barbara Stanwyck as Best Actress, Billy Wilder and Raymond Chandler for Best Screenplay, Billy Wilder as Best Director and Best Picture. Going My Way with Bing Crosby was the main winner that year, but it wasn't the last nomination for Stanwyck, Chandler or Wilder, and Wilder would go on to win 6 Oscars for Sunset Boulevard, The Lost Weekend and The Apartment. And speaking of Raymond Chandler, he collaborated with Alfred Hitchcock on our next Oscar-nominated crime movie, though it wasn't a pleasant experience for either of them, and Chandler was replaced. So stay tuned after the break as we take a train ride with Farley Granger and Robert Walker.
Next on TCM, Strangers on a Train, then Rear Window, and later, Bonnie and Clyde. There's a price on Oscar's head today.